Okay,
Great.
we are live. Yay. Hi, Cindy.
Hello, Helen. How are you? Long time no see.
I was going to say it's been a minute since we saw each other, but before we got on the live, I was just saying how amazing Cindy looks because she does.
Thank you so much.
She's
Right.
like a ray of optimism and sunshine. I love that. And for anyone watching or is going to be watching later, Cindy is the founder of Olecea Beaute. Did I say it correct? Maybe
Oh,
not.
beauty. Yeah,
Beauty.
beauty.
Beauty. But it's a really, really beautiful skincare brand from every aspect of the brand, the formulas, the packaging, just every detail. And I really want her to share all about that product with you because it really, when people try these products, they become super addicted to them, I think, in a good way. This is a good addiction. You can have a beauty addiction to your skincare that's going to actually help you. And so, welcome. Thanks for chatting.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting. And would you like to give me a question so I could talk about it?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. Let's just go back to the beginning for people because I feel like people always want to know, like, okay, beauty's so hard and being an indie brand is so hard. What made you want to do it and how did you start? And give us rewind a little bit and give us a bit of that journey for you, and then maybe even a little bit of the last few years, which have been especially tough for beauty brands. But let's start
right.
from the beginning.
Definitely. The beginning, so it has to, you know, it goes back to when I was I'm in my 40s this year, by the way, and in my teens, when I was 17, I started to read. I was really interested in beauty and maintaining the skin, the whole wellness aspect. So I would go to the bookstore and start reading about skincare ingredients and et cetera, et cetera. And it tells me your skin actually start aging at the age of 15. I was like, oh my God, I'm 2 years down the road. So I was like, okay, so let's talk about it. Let's think about it. Talk about it with my mom, my grandma, and my mom used to be a celebrity in both Taiwan and Japan. She
Oh.
was a major singer and main singer in a rock band by her
I
family.
had no idea. See, I learn things about you every time we talk. I'm like, wow, okay, that's
Yeah,
fascinating. How did
yeah.
that inform your thinking around things? I mean, on so many levels, right?
Yeah, so I remember I would be dancing around with my mom, singing around with my mom, and I think that's so like it gave me a lot of energy and happiness and positive energy. Right now, if I'm sad, I sing something. Singing
Oh,
is almost like my therapy too. And so that's that, and that's more of a creative side of me that actually was installed in me since I was really young. And my grandma, she who used to be a celebrity facialist in Taiwan and
now it's all coming together.
right. So I had because when I was younger, like young, like 5, 6 years old, when my mom was working, I'm actually under my care of my grandma sometimes when my mom is working. So she would use to do a beauty ritual. She put some like natural seaweed skincare on me, and then she would like wipe my face using a different like circular motion. I was like, when I was young, I was like, why is so much step? Like she would like use the towel on me and like start wiping and doing some exfoliation like on me. I was like, oh, it's a lot. So, but then by now I'm like, oh wow, this is very natural because she was using the natural cotton cloth, and then she
Yeah.
did like circular motions and kind of start introducing the blood flow to the skin when I was like 5 or 6. So now when I'm taking care of my skin, I would think of what she did. Although she's passed away, if she would be about like almost 90 years old by she's
Yeah.
alive. But it really installed in me at a young age. And then so throughout my journey, it was because of my family. I moved from Asia to Europe for about 3 years. I learned there. I learned 3 to 4 years, and I learned, when while I was, of course, doing my studies, I learned. I was totally immersed in a culture. I love to,
Mm.
go to the apothecaries.
Yeah.
All these apothecaries have little, personal care items. So I would try them. I would read the ingredients. And back then, Europe has the longest history in skincare. So, it was great that I got exposed to that. And, European skincare a lot of times is more natural, more plant-based. So that also installed in me as well that things has to be natural and definitely
Yeah.
plant-based for me. I don't use animal derived products. Just, I mean, for me, it's not just not me. It's my philosophy. And then, yeah, and then, soon after, because of my other relative, we just moved to the States. And, I started, I came to the States for, for my other education. I learned some formulation, some science. And then by the time I graduated, I started working for skincare companies. And my first two skincare companies that I work for, they're also European. One is German's German, one is French. So I'm really, really influenced by starting with herbal, like also from my background with in Asia, herbal remedies, floral plants remedies, the power of plants. And in the United States at that time, it was the start of a medical beauty, medical spas,
Yeah.
Botox. That's the starting of the Botox. So I was in the industry. I was working with doctors, nurses, estheticians, and they're looking for alternative of how. Oh, I also worked with some other ingredients that are not natural. So I had to because I was in the industry, and then I tried and everything. But ended up, I still feel like, at least for my body, for my skin reacts much, much better with things that are derived naturally from the nature.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then later, I started my family. I had my daughter. I was always working for someone else, and I had my daughter. Things, gets a little bit not as flexible with the
Yeah.
hours, the baby, with the everything. So I kind of started my own business then. And my daughter had a really bad atopic dermatitis,
Ah,
and I would take her. She would have, starting at 3 months old, she would have dermatitis, what's eczema, like around everywhere, like around
oh,
her
poor
knees,
thing.
around her legs.
Yeah.
And yeah, she would be screaming, and then on and off, on and off, and for a period of time, I had to wake up every day at 3 a.m. Like I go to bed around 1, like finishing everything, wake up at 3 a.m., applying any creams and lotions and potions on her. And also to the point, to one point, we had to use the bandages, like wrap around her skin so that she doesn't scratch at night. And it was
Yeah.
like wall with the everything. So, and I went to doctors, everything. Like I use cortisones, and she was screaming when I put cortisone on her. So then I remembered, my training and education in bat in the past, that why don't I use just something that's natural? So at
Yeah.
that point, because I was already in touch with a lot of ingredient suppliers and things like that, so I chose very pure natural oil, and some just different, some remedies, some German chamomile, just did my own formulation. I made my own oil for her, and the moment I put on her, she didn't scream.
Oh
And
my God. Amazing.
it soothed her, and for the rest of the 2 weeks, whatever, she was okay. Like she was like healing gradually, although with the immune system of the babies, they don't like always go like uphill, that sometimes go downhill. But then you can see the moment you put something on her reaction. It's just very, it's, as a mom, it's what a relief, right? And then
Oh,
i
yeah.
I know.
Stressful,
So
you know?
right. So at that point, I had my own business. I was importing and exporting for other people's brand. I was importing brands from Europe and selling to my customers, and then I did my friend, my customers, they were like, hey, like there's something, because they're like, oh, sometimes some of the product may not be as suitable for my skin. What should I do? And having other people's product, it's really hard to try to like really know what's, how to maneuver and everything. So I started my own, and so that I could actually suggest, because I know exactly from scratch like how what
Yeah.
goes in the product. So I can tell them, hey, like if you feel the product is too thick, you can add this, for example, my silver spray, add this on, and the in the dynamic and the structure of the, and the product can actually help thinning out the, for example, one of the creams that I have, that without compromising the effect. Sometimes, different things mixed together, it becomes another monster. So with other people's product, it's hard for me to tell people that, because I don't know exactly what's been done, although you see the ingredient list, right?
Yeah.
But with me formulating, knowing all the ingredients that goes, like when you're cooking, like if you're
Mm,
buying from like, the somewhere, some restaurant, although it's really good food, but then you don't know the ins and outs, whether they are using coconut
right.
oil, or they're using, something just like, different kind of oil, right? So
Yeah.
so that's the start, that when I
Wow.
wanted to kind of share with you on how I started the brand. Yeah.
Well, so much in there is so interesting to me, starting with the fact that you were 15 or 17. And okay, I don't know any 17-year-old who's reading about skincare ingredients. Like that's crazy to me. So that is like it's clearly in your DNA and it's a passion. It's been a passion for a really long time and it still is a passion because you're still here doing it.
Yes.
Um, Fantastic. And then, of course, the inspiration from your grandmother is amazing too, and then your own daughter. So, yeah, you've got a lot of personal parts of you that are really made its way into this brand. And let's talk about some of your products because I think they're very interesting. They're interesting on a couple levels. So, one of the things that I really love about what you've done with your formulations is they're very sensorial. A lot of products are not. You put them on, you don't really feel or sense, and you just kind of, okay, maybe it's doing something. But your products, I feel like they give you feedback. Um,
Thank
I don't
you.
know. That sounds a little weird, but no, but you definitely get a sense like right away that they're doing something. So maybe we can start to that point with your, I see it there, your charcoal mask.
Yes, yes. So since we're a part of the shop small, at that point of time, we're actually actively, because right now it's the fall and it's time to detox away all the impurities, all the sweat, everything that you had, all the barbecues on July 4th. So
Yeah.
I wanted to first of all, because this is our charcoal mask over here. Okay, and it's
It's
with the
beautiful.
pearl powder, organic charcoal, and then also it heats up by itself as well. So let me just, do you want me to demonstrate a little bit on my hand? Because I have
Yeah,
my,
please, no,
so
please do. That's because again, it's such a unique product. And by
yeah.
the way, this is one of the products that when I was working when we had our own store, people that bought it would come in and ask for it. Like they loved it. And so it is definitely, I think, a little bit of a cult favorite. Um,
Yes. Yeah. So with this product, a lot of times we only a little goes a long way. Because I we had a influencer. She kind of put a little bit too much, so it's really hard for it to remove. So just the key to use this product is, oh, by the way, this is our newest eye roller. I'll talk about it later.
oh, that's super cool.
Yeah. So you just need a little bit, like, a very thin layer like this
Yeah.
for your face, because if it gets too much, then it's hard to wipe it off. So you start to put a thin layer on the skin. It's just a very thin, so you can see the texture. it's a non-drying charcoal mask for anti-aging purposes. A lot of times I think us women of from starting 30 something to later, sometimes we have like adult acne or like clogged pores,
Yeah.
and you don't necessarily want to use the some of the store-bought charcoal masks out there because it dries out, and then when you by the time you remove it you feel like it's all like very very dry,
Yeah.
dehydrated. One actually keeps the moisture on the skin and also has a detox effect. And once you put it on, you can actually start massaging as well, like that.
Yeah, that's oh wow, look at that.
It actually becomes gray or white.
Yeah, it almost looks it's activating.
It's activating, and if you could actually feel it right now, it's actually heating up. That helps to
So
promote. We
how
have
does
the
it work? Like, is it your skin that makes it heat? What does that?
no, it's the heating matrix is how the combination of our ingredients
Hmm.
it actually heats up when as soon as it goes on the skin, and to actually promote the blood circulation. At the same time, it actually activates the activated charcoal to detox even more. And something that's a fun fact is that if your skin is I just had hand cream this morning, so it's a
Yeah.
little bit gray. So if your skin is a little more on the oily side, it's gray. But then if your skin is more on dry side, it becomes more white. The colors
Oh,
is based on your skin type. So it's very
interesting.
when you can actually have a self test. Oh, my skin is kind of oilier today, or like, oh, it's
Yeah.
dry. I need to put more like essences or more serums later, something like that. And so you can either once you put it on, and then you can just go take a shower or watch TV or
Yeah.
whatever, and put it on for about 10 minutes or so, and
Mm-hmm.
then you can choose to wipe it out like that, or you can just use water to rinse it out. So it's easy for me because I put such a thin layer, so it's easy for me to remove it. Because some if you put too much, it will take a while, because this
Yeah.
texture of this product is actually more like a
It's thick.
paste. It's
Yeah,
thick.
it's thick. But okay, I want to point out something because you brought it up, and I think it's so important because it's true for a lot of the products in the PBC, which is that you don't need to use a lot. When the products are really high quality, like
Right.
yours are, really good ingredients, you don't need tons and tons. And I feel like a lot of consumers, especially in the US, are used to products that have a lot of filler. And
Yeah,
so they're
right.
putting like the amount of shampoo people use is crazy. And I'm always saying to them, like, with ours, you use this much. And they're like, what? What do you mean? And it's like, yeah, you really can use a very small amount. You do not need to use, um, oops, sorry, my dogs are going a little crazy.
Yeah, it's
Right.
concentrated, so a little goes a long way, and
Yeah,
it's actually also a saving. I think it's almost I could refer that to my root culture, which is Asian culture. You need a little bit, less is more, simplicity.
less is
So
more. It is. It's almost like a more of a Zen approach,
right,
uh,
exactly.
which is really nice. And it's also more sustainable. Like, well, it's more sustainable. And then Enzo, sorry, my dog.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, shush. Okay, he's
I
okay.
can't hear you. It's okay. He's fine. We love
Yeah,
dogs.
yeah, no, he's good. But anyway, yeah, I think also because sometimes people will say, "Oh, your products are expensive," because we're all premium priced, and but if
Uh,
you can, again, high quality ingredients and you can use them, that jar is going to last you multiple, like, I don't know how many, you could probably get 5 or 6 uses at least out of that, right?
you mean like this whole jar?
Yeah.
I would say if you do a little bit, not even 5 or 6, maybe 10 times.
Yeah,
10
maybe
plus
that's
times.
because I
Yeah,
think normally you'd look at that jar and go, oh, that's like 2 masks for like,
right,
again,
right.
more of a different
Yeah.
product. So that's excellent. The other ingredient that I want to point out that you talked about is the pearl. And you
Oh, okay.
also have that in your serum.
Yes. Could I actually show everyone my before and after
Course. Oh yeah,
use?
yeah, yeah. Wow,
So
yeah.
this is what I've used for the
Yeah, you can really tell.
so this one is much brighter because
Yes,
it's more impacts right by the the charcoal, the organic coffee with the pearl powder and everything. So that's
amazing.
you can actually with this product you can see an instant result.
I love
So
that.
before you go on a party or whatever. So yeah. So that's so I love my product. I
No, you should. It's amazing.
cannot. And so for the next one is actually the pearl serum here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually one of our hero products. We the pearls and has the beta glucan inside, and we also have the stem cell, the plant stem cell, not the
Yeah.
animal derived plant stem cell that is to in particular lingonberry stem cell to help
Oh,
to
interesting.
fight against the UV and IR radiation. And so yeah, so this is actually I'm not like just making it up. With the ingredients that we use, actually, they have extensive clinical tests. Some of the ingredients are they've been around. They have to be tested before we
Yeah.
use.
Well,
Yeah.
lingonberry is a Nordic ingredient and is really, to your point about European ingredients, that's one of those ingredients that you can find in Europe that is kind of known for centuries for being
Exactly.
really positive, really good on your skin. And so I think there's a lot of interesting things from both the Eastern culture and from Europe that we just haven't, well, and from Japan, my own product, we have, nobody knows what makabu is, right, here in the US, but
Mhm.
we're bringing some of these ingredients in and introducing them to people here, and they're time tested. I mean, these have been
Right.
used for generations. So I think that's excellent. Okay, what else do you have over there next to you?
Okay. I wanted to. Well, there are a couple more things. One is actually this is a hero product of some of our
Oh yeah, I love that one.
the hemp and vitamin C glow face oil. The oil is a non it's a not actually not as oily oil as you can. Let me just show you here.
You get my charger? Sorry, I just have to get my
Sure.
charger to make sure I'm next to the bed. Just, I got to plug my computer. Keep going.
Okay, so this oil has vitamin C and has the hemp and vitamins hemp and then the sea buckthorn oil, which is the omega from the ocean.
Yes.
The sea buckthorn, the hemp, and I love the hemp because it gives a natural like a relaxing property to the skin, and vitamin C, of course, it's brightening. I'm an Asian, so I love brightening. And then
Yeah.
with the sea buckthorn oil, I actually learned it from one of my best friends. She is from Eastern Europe, and
Hmm.
she's raving about the sea butter on this whole like the whole time, like ever since in my 20s. She's like, oh, this is like if you're a vegan, this is like a omega from the sea, has all the essential acids, fatty oils. People actually take them internally too. A lot of my ingredients from my skincare, a lot of them actually take them with in the food grade ones, like the ones that
Yeah.
so for
But
example,
that has hemp, you said, right?
yeah, the hemp, and then there's vitamin C. There's sea buckthorn oil as well, and vitamin E. It's just very, very nutritious for the skin. And a lot of times they're like there's some, uh, I guess customers they were like, okay, I have oily skin. How do I
Yeah.
use the oil? But then this is selling very well in Hong Kong right now because and then Hong Kong is like really humid, and it's selling very well because it's a very thin oil.
Yeah. Well,
Some
that's
customers.
another thing. We're going to bust that myth too, because a lot of people think putting oil on your face is going to actually give you breakouts, and it doesn't, it's not true.
Right. And also depending on what ingredients that goes in there. If some face oil out there, if the moment you see if they ever put any like different like fillers in there, silicone
Yeah.
oil, then it's probably good for like very dry skin because you have silicone oil, it helps to seal in some moisture, but and also kind of doesn't let things evaporate. But if you
Yeah.
have more of a medium or like just normal skin or like oily skin, you don't need the silicone oil. You need oils that you can actually absorb. That it's almost like, okay, we have oily skin, but we cannot stop eating oil. Like we have oil in our
Right,
fish, we have oil in
right.
our salads, and the
Yeah,
oil. What kind of oil do we choose? We choose the natural oils. We choose the like I've been taking flexi oils. We choose avocado oils versus some synthetic oils that's out there. Once we're putting oil on our salad, the same thing for our face because our face is the largest organ in our body, right? So
right.
yeah, that's
Interesting. Okay. So the oil, I love that. All right. And then what else do you have over there?
okay. So I don't want to overwhelm everyone, so I just kind of do and bring some
Yeah,
stuff.
no, that's perfect.
This is our travel set, so that's
But
just
that's
this.
also great for the holidays.
Right, exactly. We're gonna be pushing them in for the holidays. I We have the small oils in there. We have cleansers. We
I
have
mean, I
and
gotta
stuff.
tell you, there were quite a few people who bought the sets and they raved about it because you get really good size samples. They're not like one or
Exactly.
two uses sachets. They're like little bottles.
Yeah, like this little bottles.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
like a really, really good value. So it's a
holiday.
really good way for anyone to try out the products. If you're not sure, try it out. The little holiday bag is super cute too, so you can get that for a stocking stuffer. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and then this is our latest and our baby of the year. We
Mhm.
we try to like you said, my products are very sensorial. For me, moving from one culture to another, I left Asia when I was a teenager, and I was in Europe, and then I was in the States. For the longest time, I had more of an identity crisis, and there's a
Mm,
lot of things that's mental, and a lot of things that it's unspoken, that it's really hard for you to explain to other people. In the past, I
mm.
usually just keep it in, but I had my own ways to kind of let it out by singing, by
Yeah,
uh, self care, by art, by music. So with my product, I would also I also love to have things that are. It's not only it should be substance in my brand. It's not only the lotions and potions and you just put it on your face for like almost like, oh, if I don't put this on my skin, I might have wrinkles in about a month or something because I don't put anything. I don't want to have this kind of psychology. I want my customers to have my Olecea lover to feel like whenever they're using the products, it's a ritual. It's
yeah,
more like a ritual for self-healing, for helping helping ourselves cope with what's going on during the day, during the night, or in the morning, first thing. You spray some spray. You have you see beautiful colors. You see nice designs. Our design, I was inspired because I'm originally from Asia, was in Europe and in the States. There was my art right now in our brand. It's more of a chinoiserie kind of inspired.
yeah,
Chinoiserie is more like chinoiserie. It started with it was more like it was in fashion back in, I think, the 18th, 19th centuries, when the Europeans, they loved the Chinese art. They would bring the Chinese art element, and then they would combine it with the European art. So it's almost like a bit Asian, but it's
yeah.
also like, and
That's
that's
perfect for you, right?
I think that's part of me
Yeah,
because I'm like that. And then also my product too, it's blending the Eastern and Western wisdom. And so this is our latest. As you can see, we have the little
yeah, really nice.
nine. So
Love
that's
it.
for our holiday set. Now, when inside our holiday set, because we're still trying to perfect a lot of things. So the holiday set, we have two different things. One is the little there's the roller. We designed this little pouch for travel, and it has a little
Nice.
logo here. And then here you go. This is the roller, and has our logo in there. And then it's a little little ball
They
here,
spin.
and
Yeah.
yeah, it actually moves as
Oh,
well.
yeah. Cool.
So and then it's not originally I wanted it for the eyes, but we as our staff have been playing with it for the past 6 months. So you can actually do it on the eyes, like if you like I is in the right now I
Yeah.
have dark circle here, so you can start doing a little like that to promote the blood flow because a
Yeah.
little yeah I've been just not sleeping well, but yeah it goes up like that. And one day I was so tense with some just dealing with some situation with my kids, and I could like I just did like this is really cool because it just grabs your flesh
Oh.
and it just like you can just roll it and it just grabs
Oh,
it,
nice.
and then it's what a relief. So
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
looks
give you one
delightful.
so you can see how it's grabbing the flesh here.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
It helps with the like
Really
a lymphatic.
gravity. It would help with my little turkey neck here.
Oh, I mean, no, you're perfect. And see, it helps
Good,
with my double
right?
chin. Wait,
Yeah.
us girls are always very harsh on ourselves, right? Like talking about that. But so yeah,
You
just like
know, I don't even care anymore. I do, but I don't. You know what I mean?
yeah, I totally get you. I mean, at this, I think it's all about self care, about positive reinforcement.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
and kind of accepting where you are too, because you know what? It's like I'm 58. I'm not gonna, be 35 tomorrow. So it's just you just kind of have to go with it. All right.
right.
So let's talk about what's next for you. Do
What's
you have
next?
any,
So,
yeah, do you have
yeah,
anything in the hopper? Are you working on more? I mean, obviously that the roller's new, but anything else?
yeah. So actually, in the holiday set, other than the roller, we have an eye cream. Hold on, let me. It's oops. Okay. So we're actually in the middle of completing the eye cream. I just got the little bottle today.
Oh,
It's
cute.
have a tub. So this it's a 15 ml, so it goes into our holiday set. It's gonna be like that. And then
Nice.
we've been testing and using my staff and I and my focus group have been using the eye cream for the last 6 months. This is actually still in a lab batch. We it's not come out yet. It will come out actually end of this week. So I just want to kind of give everyone, as you can see, we come from lab batch, and so we have the eye cream. This eye cream is very cool because we are using more of a cutting edge ingredients. It's definitely, again, everybody knows vitamin C. We cannot get enough of vitamin C. So we have the vitamin C. The name is vitamin C and bakuchiol
Yeah,
brightening serum. Bakuchiol is the natural vitamin A. It helps with the wrinkles and firmness of the skin, and it also has the flower exosomes. Are you familiar with exosomes?
yeah, it's amazing. Very
Yeah,
cool.
right. So the exosomes, right, in the scientific, a lot of people are using exosome right now in the medical spots. They are using the human derived for injections and things like that. But for me, with my philosophy, I try not to use as much you animal derived
Yeah,
in my brand. So we had done the research. The flora exosome. The idea is actually started from France. So you actually go in and you find the structure of the plant, and you extract the different exosomes, a different structure of the flower, and it has inside of the exosome you have the oil and the proteins and things like that to for your skin. It's really good. And in this eye cream we have the camellia and peony exosomes in there, and
amazing.
so it actually helped a lot. Like so, we call it a serum because it's a little bit.
It's
It's like a
kind of a
cream.
serum cream. It's sort of a
Yeah,
cream serum. Yeah,
it feels like a cream,
like
but
that.
when it goes,
Nice
yeah,
texture.
yeah, but when it goes on your eyes, it becomes more like a serum. See, you can see a.
Yeah, I see it.
So the texture is a little very different, and usually how you use it is to you just kind of our eye cream is more you squeeze couple drops of the serum and it just put it on the eyes, and then
Kind of pat it in.
yeah, pat it in. The design of this tool is thin, so you
Yeah.
can just do
You can
like a little
kind of,
patting like that. Yeah.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and
Mm,
then it actually helps out with the puffiness and everything. And then you start like doing this like I did, and just and then you can even do the whole face because it's big enough for like
that looks awesome.
yeah. So yeah, I think we've researched and doing a lot with ever since last year, and yeah, we really take pride on our product research and development, and really deliver results, but at the same time having the for the future, I think, as we've talked before when we went to this marketplace in LA,
Yeah.
what I really want is to not only for my Olecea lover to love my products, but also really feel happy and positive while they are using our product. I don't know how. I mean, it's almost like a huge goal to try to do that, but I would try my best to do that too.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, whenever I get out there, be friends with everyone, I wanted to make sure that I take care of everyone. I want everybody to be happy. It's not an easy thing, but I this is
No.
always my demeanor ever since I was younger. So yeah.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much. It's absolutely stunning. And your new product looks amazing. I love that roller. I've really enjoyed learning a little bit more. I learn things. I always learn things. It's great.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
yeah, so thanks. And just to finish up, people can find you online.
Yes. And we have different marketplace also with Power Beauty Collective, and
Yep.
also on our website we have periodic updates, and we also are also teaching on our website on how to use the products in terms of ingredients and things like that.
I love it. Well, thank you. I'll put everywhere people can find you in the notes on YouTube. And thank you for joining. And I hope I get to see you in person soon.
Yes, thank you so much, dear.